Hello and welcome to Night Drive in Venice, the slightly different sightseeing tour in the late night beyond the blue hour. The lagoon city of Venice, in the waters of the Adriatic, is one of the most romantic and evocative places in the world, a priceless treasure with its characteristic bridges spanning the canals navigated by gondolas, its monuments, piazzas, narrow lanes, and silent waters. Our unusual tour takes us today along the Grand Canal to the heart of Venice, the wonderful Piazza San Marco, the most elegant in Europe, surrounded by outstanding buildings, the impressive bell tower, the Cathedral, and the Ducal Palace, a symbol of the golden age of the Serenissima. As a special highlight, we visit the night shopping in one of the noblest and most elegant department stores in Europe, the Fondace dei Tedeschi, housed in a magnificent edifice in the historic center of Venice. From the roof terrace you have an overwhelming view of the Rialto Bridge and the nocturnal Grand Canal. Sit back and enjoy the strange and mystical atmosphere in the romantic light of the Venetian night, with the best chill-out music ever. A new luxury temple in the Old Palace of Venice. The 500-year-old Fondace dei Tedeschi in Venice is open again. This time not as a base of German merchants in the lagoon city, but as a huge noble department store. Venice is flooded annually by over 30 million tourists, among them many well-off visitors. They also use their stay in the lagoon city to buy upscale goods, which they otherwise find in other luxury malls and duty-free shops around the world. The operator of the new goods temple is convinced that the investment in a luxury shopping mall in a city with just under 50,000 inhabitants in the old town will pay off for millions of solvent tourists. Founded in Hong Kong in 1960, the company is the world's largest operator of duty-free shops, with over 420 shops mainly in the Near and Far East. The company has not yet had a presence in Europe. A very special building was therefore revived for the European debut. In 2008, Benetton bought the Tedeschi Trading Center at the foot of the Rialto Bridge, founded in the Middle Ages, from the city for €53 million and then had it redesigned by Rem Koolhaas. Those who don't let themselves be distracted by the many luxury articles that are brilliantly presented here and make it to the last floor will be rewarded free of charge. First you reach the top floor, which offers space for exhibitions and events. From there you can access the roof terrace with a magnificent view of the old Venetian buildings, the church towers and domes of San Marco and the magnificent buildings on the Grand Canal. Around the year 1225, the building was used by German merchants as a trading center. This unique institution gave the Venetian world power the opportunity to regulate and control trade in the city. With the decline of the trading power of Venice in the late 16th century, the building was no longer in use and last housed the main post office. The first reconstruction plans by the Dutch architect Rem Koolhaas and the OMA office were shown at the Architecture Biennale 2012, with the striking bright red escalators crossing the building. After changes that modified or painted many controversial elements, the city granted the necessary permits for the conversion surprisingly quickly by Venetian standards, and the building was reopened in its magnificent new splendor in October 2016.